Hello, YouTube viewers. This is Evan Michael, bringing you a new podcast of my segment called The One Piece Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. And this podcast is brought to you by Screw You Production. Anyway, let's get into this episode. Episode 712. Now, the way this episode starts off when it left off in the previous episode. Galactus uses his devil fruit power to make the ground around him blow up like balloons, inflate and explode around him, trying to kill Claudius. But when the smoke cleared, Claudius was safely inside Bartholomew's barrier. And while in the barrier, Claudius kicked Bartholomew in the ass for not letting him in the first place, and that's when they start arguing for 2 seconds, and and that's when Claudius decided to go back up, got out of Bartholomew's barrier, and went to try to take down Galactus. Guardius. Now, anyway, Dennis said that weird fish guy with gorillas who were high was watching the whole thing going down. Anyway, Clawfish met up with Grace and say, I'm going to take you down once and for all, yada yada. Anyway. While Claudius was going on yakking, the Gladius saw Robin heard devil powers trying to reach Bedemere and her father to go reach Bedemere and her father. Because right now, Bedemere's father is battling Diamond. So anyway, Galactus used his arm. Galactus tried to use his arm to shoot a exploding air bullet at Robin, but family will stop Galactus' attack in his tracks by using his barrier. Anyway, Bartholomew got so mad when Galactus tried to hurt Robin with his attack. He used his barrier as a bulldozer and started to like a bulldozer and started to run down all the bad guys, Galactus, including Clawfish, with his barrier as using it as like a bulldozer. Anyway, Clawfish was like, you idiot, Bartholomew, on your side, and Bartholomew said, right now, I'm trying to get some payback to Galactus. He tried to hurt Robinson, and Bartholomew said he must die. Anyway, Dickinson was still still watching from a high place, and he told Galactus, I'm coming down there to help you, and Gladius was like, no, you go. No, he's like, no way, I can take care of these 2 fools myself. So you go try to stop stop Robin. So anyway, Dennis said okay, and that's when one of the fighters from the Coliseum came. I think his name was Mr. Fighter. Yeah, his name Mr. Fighter came. the guy he fought that Dennis fought earlier, was still alive. He was badly hurt. So anyway, Mr. Fighter and Dennis duked it out, and Dennis was kicking the shit out of Mr. Fighter, and Mr. Fighter, but Mr. Fighter managed to try to get a hit on he tried to get a hit on Dennis, but instead he managed to tear Dennis's hat. So that really pissed Dennis off, and that's when he went all shock mode on Mr. Fighter. Anyway, his TPK to transform into Shark Tank. He bit the shit out of Mr. Fighter, and Mr. Fighter fell and kicked Mr. Fighter off one of the spears made by pecans, and watched him drop straight to the ground. So anyway, Dennis decided to go help Gladius. When he got to the level of what Gladius was, it was all covering white fire. Everything with he saw. Dennis saw all the henchmen laid out on the ground, all cut up and stuff. And Dennis was like, who could have done this? And that's when he sort of collapsed. Gladius is like, Dennis, you should get out of here. And Dennis was like, well, why? Because our enemy. Because I'm never say my enemy. Apparently, I'm never say the enemy. So anyway, we see Crawfish. We see Crawfish moving like the Flash, and with quick lightning speed, use the sword to slash Dennis across the chest, and Dennis was like, who was that? And Crawfish once again used his quick lightning speed to slash Dennis like he was some piece of sushi. And that's what Dennis for the ground, and Gladius looked watching the horror what Crawfish did to Dennis. Turns out Crawfish was in his weird smiley face state, was in his weird smiley state. Within his weird creepy smiley face state, like when it happened in the Coliseum during that match. So anyway, in this state, the Crawfish cannot control who he attacks. So anyway, so he tried to attack Bartholomew, and Bartholomew was like telling him to snap out of it, telling Crawfish to snap out of it, but his words were not working. So anyway, so like a dumbass, Bartholomew to talk Crawfish about you can't get in my barrier, just taught him, but when he looked up and saw that there's an opening up top his barrier, and that's when he started to freak out, and that's when Crawfish noticed the opening. Well, he tried to get he tried to get inside the barrier, tried to get inside Bob Family's barrier, but Bob Family sealed the opening just in time And once again, Bob Family, like a dumbass, is talking Crawfish. Cardiff, so told him once again, and that's when Crawfish saw Robin climbing up the mountain using her devil fruit powers, and he set his sights on Robin. Now, Bob Friday movies Bob Friday tried to stop him, but he got his ass handed to by Crawfish. And Robin told Crawfish to charge at Robin, but Robin used her devil fruit powers to attain to restrain Crawfish in his smiley demon speed, in his smiley mode state. And Mama said, "You ain't gonna get me that itchy," and this is how the episode ended. So anyway, this was not a bad episode, but it shows that Bob Vladimir it's a typical dumbass. But anyway, I'm glad that Crawfish put on that bastard dinner show. He really creeps me out. He really does. Honestly, you had good legs and you wear high heels. Don't get me wrong. He just creeps me the fuck out. So anyway, this is Sincere Michael signing off. 1.